All right, guys, earlier this morning when I was walking the houses, just checking on everything, I noticed this water line right through here gets lower and lower as it gets towards the front of the house, which causes your floors to get wet. And when your floors get wet, it's a good place for bacteria and germs, disease to grow, and that is one thing you do not want to get is dermatitis, which grows very good in wet litter, and litter is chicken manure. So what I'm gonna do is made this little tool right here, and all you do is put this on top of your line and pull that down to the floor. And so as you go along to each string, you just put it by the string like this, and you pull up on that string and get the water line touching the top of that little piece I bent up right there. So I'm gonna get this right, and we're gonna go down through here and level these lines up. All right, so what I'll do is I'll just put this on the line and make sure that's on top of it, and this is touching the ground. If it's not touching the ground, then that line needs to go up or down. So I'm gonna go down through here and do that to all of these strings going down through here. All right, you can see that one's about an inch off. So we're gonna pull up on this string, and like I said, as I get down to the end, it starts getting lower, so I have to pull up on all these strings starting from here. All right, guys, that is done. I'm going to go over here to house 3 and tighten another tensioner on the belt, and that should be it. All right, guys, we had another tensioner get loose on us, so we're going to go over here in house 3 and we're going to get it fixed. All right, guys, I fixed the tensioner. It ain't nothing to it. It's a 9/16 bolt right here. You want to loosen it up. You see how it's got a little play in it right there? What causes it is it causes that belt to slip on this tensioner right here. So I'm gonna unloosen this bolt, push this up, tighten it back up, and that should be our problem. All right, guys, that should be it. What's up, guys, and happy New Year's to everybody. Hope everybody had a fun but safe New Year's. Something I wanted to show you, South Carolina, we can go from one day making snowman and to the next day we could be at the lake swimming. So today is a hot day. I think it's supposed to get up to 71 degrees today. So inside chicken houses, it gets warmer as the temperature gets hotter outside. So what happens is when these vents can't keep the house cool and these fans can't keep the house cool, we got doors on them. They're 140 foot long on both sides of the house. I got 40 foot in the front of the house, and these things open up, and all 18 fans in the back, you can't see them, but they'll start cutting on, and what they do is they pull the air out from outside, and you got a cool cell pad right here. This pad runs all the way down through there, and what it does is it drizzles water down that pad, and it pulls that hot air through that pad, cools it down in the water, and pulls it into the house and cools the birds down to where they need to be. So just wanted to show y'all that. All right, guys, we're on the outside of the house now. When I was talking about the cool cell doors on the inside of the house, I was telling y'all about the pad that the water runs down. This is what the pad looks like. Runs all the way down the side of the house. You got a pipe up here. The pipe's got little holes in it, and at the end of each pad you got reservoirs, which is that thing right there. And what it does, there's a pump in there, and water fills that reservoir up, and that pump pumps that water up into these pipes, and the water comes out these little holes, and the water runs all the way down the pads into this pipe down here, and then it flows back into the reservoir. And that's how you keep the birds cool during hot days. And on a 100-degree day, you could keep it between 83 degrees on the inside of the house, which is still kind of hot, but it's a lot better than being 100 degrees on the inside of the house, because then you wouldn't have any chickens alive. So just wanted to show you all that a little bit. But every house has them, and they're identical in all 3 houses. What's up, guys? Yesterday we got probably 2.5 to 3 inches of rain. Washed the place out pretty good, so I'm gonna jump on little John Deere. It's a 2555 with the box blade on the back of it, and I'm gonna get everything leveled back up and get all these holes filled back in. Good morning, guys. It is January 4th, 2021. Hope everybody had a good weekend. We're going to finish up the bush hogging today. Going to go ahead and check the oil on this. It's already been blown off and greased up from over the weekend. So check the oil on this and we're going to get to it and hopefully finish up all the bush hogging that needs to be done today. When I was walking house 2 this morning, just checking over everything, I noticed in the back where all the fans are that it was starting to get a little wet on the floor. So I'm gonna grab 2 bags of shavings and I'm gonna go throw those out underneath these water lines. I don't know if you'll be able to tell or not, but you can tell that this floor is starting to get real slick. And that's caused from, you got all these fans back here. And with it being wintertime, what it does is when these fans pull air out the house, it's sucking cold air in through these fans. And when it gets inside this house is at 69 degrees. And if it's 38 degrees outside, what it does is it pulls that cold air into the house. That cold air settles on the floor and turns into condensation, which turns the litter wet. So I'm gonna throw out 1 bag on this side and 1 bag on the other side, and hopefully get this stuff dried up. All right guys, I got it down. And that should help soak some of that moisture up. So we'll keep an eye on it as this week goes on. All right guys, we got that taken care of. Thank y'all again for watching. Make sure you like and subscribe, comment if you want to. Ask me questions. I'll get back to anybody who asks me any questions. But thank y'all again for watching. See y'all in the next one.